So this is the area where I'd like the wall put in. There's actually going to end up being 2 walls. I'd said 30, but honestly, I think it's closer to 35. That's 25 feet right there where the tape measure is, and I'm a solid 10 more feet. So probably 35. And there's going to be one, in my vision, there's one wall right here and one wall up top, which I'll show you in a second. This tree is coming out. That tree is coming out. This tree is coming out. This end of the yard, I don't need a wall. We can just slope it off, or however you want to do that up there. And I'm on the corner that I want a gentle bit of, like where it's going to all drain to, where I want a little bit of a gentle grade so that everything drains away from the house instead of towards the house. I'd like to have a set of stairs right in this area. They can just be the like formed concrete coming down off these blocks. But essentially what I want to do is, you see there's already this small retaining wall here. All this brush and everything is all going to be taken out as well. I have just this sloped backyard that's totally unusable. So what I want to do is build the wall down here. And it's this, the lower side of this wall is approximately 3 feet higher than this wall, than this spot right here. I don't have like the specialized equipment to measure it exactly. But basically I want to put in the wall here, take all this dirt here, shift it over to there, and create like a level space that's approximately this height. And then run at the top a wall across the fence here so this guy's fence doesn't collapse. And we can take this crummy railroad tie out, toss it. We could even move this back a little bit. I think we probably need be about 2 or 3 feet from this fence. And I'd like to have a nice level surface right here, close to level enough to sit on. Doesn't have to be so level that you could play pool on it or something. I've had the utilities marked when we first moved in, and there wasn't anything back here. Of course, I'll have it marked again just as a precaution before we start digging. But like I said, all this is coming out. That tree right there, and that tree and that bush, all going to be out of here. And then we'll need to dig all this and move it over to there. May need some extra dirt, I don't know. Pack it all in. Let me show you how you can get equipment in here as well, because that's another small problem. And the tree guys said that they wouldn't have a problem getting a skid steer in here this way. But I don't know how big your equipment is. So let me show you what we're working with down here. So I've got a 4-foot gate. And I've got the driveway right here. Goes right to the road. They said they can't get a skid steer right there. So what we're going to do is actually take out this panel. Hopefully we don't have to pull this stake. But if we do have to pull this stake, not the end of the world. We could take out this whole panel. I don't see why we would, because you can't really... That's so sloped, I think it'd be hard to drive heavy equipment across it right there. And then what they're going to do right here on this little dip at the back of the driveway, they're going to fill in, he said, a bunch of wood chips so that they can drive a skid steer over it. And I'll just have them leave the wood chips so you guys can drive equipment over it too. But anyway, that's the idea. And this section right here is a little more than 6 feet, like let's say probably 7 feet wide right here, this section. And I'll have the stumps ground down as well. So anyway, that's the story of the retaining walls I want in the backyard.